Good morning everyone, it's Graham from Lakeside, and this video is just really about putting different speakers in a couple of my locos. And the first one up is this Europheonix Class 37. And the problem with these is as Alan from Dragon Junction will verify, the Class 37 does, the latest versions anyway, does suffer from a sound issue in that it's a little bit muffled, it's a little bit quiet, and I know that Alan has spent a little while altering CVs etc. with a slight improvement, but after doing some research it was kind of apparent that it's not so much to do with the CVs but the speaker and the position of the speaker. And so I opted to go to Roads and Rails to get a few speakers. I've got some mega bass speakers like this here and a couple of twin iPhone speakers. Now the mega bass speaker is a little bit large, it's a little bit deep here. To go in, it'll go in across the width, but it's very tight going across the height. So I've put in here the twin iPhone speaker setup, and while I was doing it I obviously took out the old speaker, which is one of these horrible speakers. It wasn't even in an enclosure. And it was basically screwed to this baffle, which is the positioning for the fan. So that sits that way round. That sits there inside the roof with the fan sitting here. So it was a case of unscrewing this from the inside, taking off the fan and gluing the fan on the inside of the roof, so that what that does, that allows the sound now to come out from this grill for the fan, whereas before, although it had holes, this baffle was really causing problems as regards sound getting out, and the speaker was then positioned on here like so. So all in all, not a great solution for this part. So taking all that out and replacing it with, if I can lift this up without breaking it, I'll take it up. So that's now the install of the speaker. So that's the twin iPhone speaker here, and it's soldered directly to the PCB. Very easy installation. I always take out the decoder if I'm working on PCBs and soldering, just in case anything untoward happens to the decoder. So it's a case of popping that off, unsoldering the old speaker and soldering on the twin iPhone speaker with a little bit of black tack underneath it just to hold it, and it's as simple as that. I've checked it, it all works, lights when I put this back, and it sounds absolutely gorgeous. So what I would do, I'll just pop that back on, make sure I've got that lined up in there. I think that's lined up. You have to get the bulkhead lined up with the little slots running down the side of the chassis. Which I'm not doing very successfully at the moment. Bear with. One end's lining up, not the other one. Always happens on camera, doesn't it? There we go. And the body sits on absolutely perfectly. So no issues as regards the speaker getting in the way, and the sound can now come out from here. I will run this up on Lakeside to give you a better idea. If I put the sound on now in front of the camera here, it's going to blow your head off. So there's no point in doing that. So that's that one sorted. Let's put that over there. And the other one, ta-da, the Evening Star. So this came yesterday. I spoke to Richard at Locomotion Models, and he was extremely helpful in sorting the problem out. He sent another one out to me, what's today, Wednesday. He sent one out on Monday when I spoke to him, and I got it yesterday. So I've been busy putting the detailing pack on, and so that includes the bell, if you can see it there, at the front, snow plough, vacuum pipes. The only job left to do is to fit those, which is the nameplates, etched brass nameplates. So I will do that later. But that's the last of the detail pack to go on. It does have shed plates, but they are so tiny I'm not even going to attempt to fit those on. So the nameplates will suffice for this. And it's a beautiful locomotive. It's the sheen on it is, look, can you see that on the roof? That's just as it is shown in the museum, and it's a beautiful locomotive. And I've done the same with this. So if I lift this off, no I can't because it's got clips, but inside what I've done, I've fitted twin iPhone speakers just beneath this grille here, which is ventilated so the sound can come out of that no problem. And yeah, it sounds absolutely great. It had a space for a speaker in the chassis for one of these diddly little speakers, which I've utilised. Because this is 21 pin, and I've used a Hornby TTS sound decoder in it, I got an adapter plate from 8 pin to 21 pin. And so the way it's configured is the decoder sits about here, speaker goes that way, decoder goes that way. Because it's on wires, it's not a direct plug-in as per a 21 pin decoder. It's got wires on it, so it goes from the 21 pin to the 8 pin just here, and then the wires stretch back this way to the decoder, and the speaker wires come back this way. So that's the configuration on it. And just like the 37, this sounds absolutely fabulous. Those twin iPhone speakers are really the mutt's nuts, as they say. I don't know, well, I've got a few ideas with these Megabase speakers where I'm going to fit those on other locos. But for now, I think we'll just concentrate on this one plus the 37 Europheonix, and I'll pop these up onto Lakeside and we'll see how they sound on there. That'll probably give you a better idea, a true running session of these going round rather than being on a rolling road in the kitchen, because really that's where they belong, up on the layout, not on the kitchen table. So we'll get a true lifelike impression of what they sound like. Okay, so I will speak to you later and you'll be able to see these two running. Okay, so bye for now. Right, let's see what you're going to be running like today. You ran like a bag of nails yesterday. Okay. I really do not want to be late home tonight. Oh God. Come on. Oh, come on. Oh. Come on. Jesus. Yay. Okay, right, let's go. Got a green light. Okay, well, that's the Europheonix, and I'm pleased with the sound. I think that's really good. I'll have to see how it comes out on the editing. I might have to reduce the sound level on the video because it might come out too loud, but it's certainly much louder than it was before, and it's also clearer too. So there's a really nice sound on that. Very pleased with it. Okay, so that's the Europheonix Class 37. Now let's try the Class 66 Evening Star. Be back in a minute. Hello again. Right, we've now got the Class 66 on the track, and there's some good news and there's a little bit of bad news, only a little bit. Yeah, it's all fitted. She runs a dream, looks a dream. All the bits and pieces have been put on, including the bell. I've done the nameplate without getting glue all over the place. So yeah, all looks great. Now, as you know, this is the Hornby TTS sound chip in it, with an adapter plate and twin iPhone speakers. Now, it sounds okay, and without sound, this runs around Lakeside absolutely no problem. As soon as I put the sound on, it cuts out at certain places. and I think that this is the Hornby decoder playing up. I've got another Class 66 with a sound decoder in it, which is not a Hornby. I think it's a lock sound decoder in that one. I'm going to try that in it and see what happens, because if it runs fine, then I know it's the decoder, and I'll show you what I mean. I'll start her up and get her going. Without sound, I say she runs around this track absolutely perfectly, but with sound it stops and starts. It sounds great. And every now and again it will stop as if it's got like a dirty contact. There you go. So you get the idea. Now if I turn the sound off, she will run around here forever and a day without any hesitation. It was cutting out over there and down here with the sound on. Not cutting out now though. Now whether this is a CV setting which can cure it or not, I don't know. I might have to go into CV29 and see what that is up to. It could be just a slight tweaking of CVs, but I'm going to have to experiment on that. So if I put the sound on again, no doubt it will stutter. Yep. Turn it off now. And then she runs fine. So I will swap the two decoders out from my other 66 and pop it into this one and see what the difference is, if there is a difference. Oh, I think there will be. So if the other decoder runs this okay, then I know it's the decoder, the Hornby decoder in here. I mean, I have got the 8-pin to 21-pin adapter plate in there. I've got a different speaker, so it could be just those which are upsetting it. I don't know until I look into it. But the main thing is I've got it in my hands. It's absolutely stunning and perfect, and I'm really pleased with it. As an update, Stuart from Locomotion Models phoned me up this morning and has given me a full refund for the previous one which got damaged, plus he's given me a refund on the postage of the logo I sent back, so I'm not out of pocket by 1 penny. So thanks to Locomotion. I mean, the only way they screwed up was by the delivery on it. The breakages, that was down to UPS without a shadow of a doubt. And so hats off to Locomotion for sorting this out. Yeah, I really appreciate that. Special thanks to Stuart and to Richard, who were the main people sorting this out for me. It's not a case of when you screw up, it's how you sort it out, and they've managed to sort this out for me admirably. My only concern with Locomotion is their website. It doesn't really let you into what the situation is as regards orders and deliveries. I had a word with Richard about that, and he said that that is an old website they inherited, and they are in the throes of rebuilding a new website. So let's hope that is a far better website than what they've got at the moment. Okay folks, I think that's about it. So it's the Class 37 running really sweetly. I love the sound of that now. And the Class 66, which is almost there but not quite, but I have no doubt that I can sort that out. So all in all, a good day's work, I think. So that's it for me, so take care. Oh, before I go, I'll just show you what I've been doing over here on the Heritage line. I've now put twin tracks in over there. Before, the track ended just there, the second track, but I thought, well, why not have it extend on the other side? So I've got a loco in waiting and a loco coming through the fake tunnel, pulling up to the station. I've cut down the embankment at the back there, and you can see already how that's starting to blend in with the background scene. That's working out really well. So then when I've got to there, I can then carry on with the low embankment going past there and then rising up to where the car system will be. And then once I've done that, I can do the village. So it's all looking good. Got a new tunnel to go in there, new tunnel portal, and the join just there will be limited by a couple of trees, so you won't see the join, and then that will come down to there. I've pulled the station forward so that I can now get up right up here, and you can see the details now, which you could never ever do that before on the previous layout of what was on here. I've rigged up the lighting again, so that's all working. To there, the signal box is lit. Excuse me. If we make our way down, you can see that I've started ballasting. I swapped out that point there from a left hand point to a right hand point so that it made a better sweep of those two tracks. And I've used the brown gravel instead of the light grey for the Heritage track, as that's an older line. So that's the stage of play at the moment, and as soon as I get this corner cleared and finished and that back part there, I can then start on the lake, I can start on the village. Coming along really well, and I do like that scene. That's really working out well. Okay people, that's it for now, so bye for now and have a great week. Okay, bye.